Okay. Please write down number 1. Y equals, now by the way, this is where you want those pretty colors, those highlighters. We're writing down steps today. We're doing 3 questions. Here we go. What do I wish was here? Okay, can you close that door for me, please? Okay, what's half of 12? What's 6 squared? I wish there was a 36. There's not. What's there going to be? There's going to be a 1. Okay. Step 1. Okay, step 1, make space. Here we go. On the first step, you get a point for each step. Your only job is to move things over to make space to complete the square. Here I go. I rewrite the problem, bumping the 1 over. Get out of the way, 1. Step 1, make space. We are bullying 1. We want him out. Okay. Step 2 is the B work. Step 2 is the B work. What's the B work? It's where I take that middle term and split it in half and square it. So I like to do this work kind of off to the left. So I take my B, split it in half and square it. In this case, my B is negative 12. What's half of negative 12? What's negative 6 squared? Okay, so I just did all this B work to complete this square to get this 36. So step 2, the B work in this problem gave me 36. Step 3 is add the B work and subtract it to balance. Okay, I want you to write down that step and then you're going to watch it happen. Step 3 is to add the B work and subtract it to balance. Add that B work and subtract it to balance. Put your pencils down when you have everything written so I know you're ready for this moment. Okay. All this quiz last week, all this preparation was for this moment so that I could add what to this equation? And subtract it to balance. I can't just arbitrarily add a 36. I have to then subtract it to balance. Now I've made an equivalent equation. Please add the 36. Pick up those pencils and subtract it. Why did I do that? So that in the next step, I could make the perfect squares from this. Step 4 is to make factors from this. Talo, what factors will I make from mine? The x squared minus 12x plus 36. What factors does that make? The x what squared? Like what times what made the 36? Good. And do you see how there was a minus in the middle on this specific one? Okay, so step 4 is to go from that completed square to the factors. And then the last step, step 5, is just what is 1 minus 36? It's just minus 35. Are you okay with there being a negative? And it's done. Step 5 is to just add the 1 minus, in this case, 1 minus 36, and we got negative 35. So our last step is just to add those little things together at the end. And you know when I say add, It's adding a negative, so it's technically subtracting, and that throws some of us off. 1 plus negative 36 is negative 35. Okay, all these steps, why are we doing this new thing? Is so we can get the vertex. Okay, who are my students? Who can get me a vertex now that we have vertex form? Don't yell it out. Just write it down. Give everybody a chance to try it. What is my vertex? That was the whole goal here. See if you can get that vertex now. Okay, Maya, you want to try it?
Yeah. 6, negative 35.
You got it. Notice how she changed the sign right there. Landon and Talo, what's that vertex that Maya just said from that problem? 6, negative 35. You got it. Write that down, please. That's the whole goal of what we just did. We just got vertex form. We got vertex form from standard form so that we could pull that vertex out. Okay, you've got 5 steps to follow. You're trying it on your own right now while I walk over and check you. Please write down the next one. Let's see who can do the whole enchilada on their own. Y equals x squared minus 14x. What do I wish was there? But it's not. It's a that. Ready, go. Follow all the steps and try number 2. Step 1, make space. Step 2, B work. Ready, go. B work. I think some people need to see all my stuff. Still right. Okay, step 1, make space. Bump over that 3. Who needs that 3? Yeah, the B work is not going to be over C work and the pink on the side. So 6 times 6 squared. So divided by 2 is square it. So 12 divided by 2 is 6. 6 squared is 36. So you're going to take it down. You got it. Yes. And that's what we're going to be adding to the 3.
So,
Always up. Always always up. So adding that number and subtracting that number. All right. You too. The thing inside is not the 49.
oh.
You with me there? And then plus 3 minus 1.
Leave my nose alone.
Plus 3 minus 1.
I'm sorry.
Wow. Yes? In a second. Check your answer real quick. Okay, so let's see how far we got. Don't worry, we're going to practice one more. Ready? Look to see if you got the first step. Make space. Did you bump the 3 over? Give yourself a point. Did you bump the 3 over? Step 2, the B work. Did you do negative 14 divided by 2 was negative 7? Did you square it and get 49? You got a point. Did you add the 49 and subtract the 49? You got 2 more points. Only if you want the points, Jacob. Okay, look. This is the moment that most kids have trouble with. Did they realize that this made these factors? Talo, did you get these factors? And then what is 3 minus 49 at the end? Did you get the negative 46? Maya, did you get that part? Well, in the middle? You just forgot about this negative right here. That's no problem. Just change it to negative now. Okay, now final step. What's my vertex? 7, negative 46. Okay, raise your hand if you got all the way on your own already. Wow. Raise your hand if you got like halfway, you got stuck somewhere. Raise your hand if you didn't even start it because you're scared. Oh, no one admitted it. Okay, flip. We're trying one more. Your goal is to get further than last time. Trying one more. I have to flip. You don't have to flip. I have the big writing. Actually, I can squeeze it on here. I can handle it. Number 3. Y equals x squared minus 6x plus, hang on, you can't see it, I know, 17. Okay, y equals negative 6x plus 17. Y equals x squared, negative 6x plus 17. You're doing the whole enchilada. You're doing the whole shebang. We're seeing how far you can get. Your goal is to get further than last time on your own. Follow those 5 steps. Are you able to do it on your own? Talo's in the bathroom, so you can go as soon as he's back. Miss Ashley, when Gio finally comes back, I need you to check in with him, like, what the heck happened? Like, he's been gone the whole period. I'm kind of worried, okay? Yeah, 20 minutes ago.
He fell in.
I mean, sometimes we're having a moment and we need to do, maybe he's with another teacher right now. Maybe he's just roaming the campus. Maybe there's an emergency. We don't know, but I'm worried.
He broke his other arm.
He didn't break his arm. He broke his collarbone. Ouch. Yikes. Okay, step 1, make space. How'd you do? Step 2, be work. How are you doing? Step 3, make the factors. I'm not doing it yet. I'm not doing it. You want me to look? So this is something some kids never learn.
Don't start.
You want to start the whole thing? Or like feeling like that? See if they ever go up. Oh, no. See? That's what I mean. The emergency has to be, and I don't know. I'll go to my whole thing. Right? You have a phone? Oh, yeah. Almost.
What the hell?
Okay, let's see how far you got. Okay, let's see how you did the whole enchilada. Step 1, make space. Get out of here, 17. Did you bump it over? Step 2, be work. Did you take the 6 and split it in half? Okay, wait, why are we splitting things in half? Because it's a square and 3 go on one side and 3 go on the other. Now that it's a square, I take the 3 times the 3 to get that bottom number. I get 9. Did you add the 9 and subtract the 9 to balance? Now here's the part students struggle with. Going from this step to the next step. Did you get the x minus 3 squared factors? And then 17 minus? What's my vertex, Emily?
3-8.
You're all so excited, you're yelling out the answers. Okay. Deep breaths. Please take out your homework worksheet from last night and flip to the back. That's just for me to show you this is what we're factoring. Yes. Okay. Now, please take out last night's homework, flip to the back. I asked you to try 1B. I asked you to try 1B. I'm going to show the result for that now. Oh, 2B. Step 1, make space. Step 2, B work. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 1 squared is 1. I add 1 and I subtract 1 to balance so that I can make these factors. And then what was my vertex on last night's 2B? Emily, Lindsay, what'd you get on the vertex for 2B?
I got -1, down. -1, -4.
Look, if you accidentally got 4 there, change it to a 6 real quick. You were close.
No!
Okay, so that was last night's to try it. But today we practiced more. Do you feel better? Please highlight with me right now. Your homework tonight is C, D, E, and F only. We're not ready for G. We're not ready for H. We're not ready for I. Your homework is C, D, E, and F only. Questions? Okay, now you're packing up everything except the packet. Put that away, put your notebook away, pack up everything except the packet. This packet, the big old packet. Pack up everything except your packet. Yes, as soon as 9:31 hits.